In this part of our training, we want to teach you the mechanical configuration. For doing this, it is necessary to draw a dock before that. And for setting up that, we have to do this. I try to select the level 1 of our mechanical drawing from the system tab. From the HVAC section, there's a dock tool. It is very important and is very common in mechanical engineering. I select Duct. After that, from the option bar, some tools are activated now, and you can set the width of duct and height of the duct. For example, I use these dimensions, 10 to 4 inches, like this. I deselect all, and again 10 by 4. How much is your height? This height is calculated from the center of the duct. In the properties window, top elevation, middle elevation, and bottom elevation. According to each of them, you can set all the dimensions. For example, I try to draw a duct here. I move the mouse to place which I wish. Or you can type the values if you want. For example, I type 8, 3, enter. Exactly, you can do this manually like this, or you can do it manually. Right click, cancel to finish the command. And what is the middle and top and bottom meaning? I try to draw a section here, first point, end point. You can see this view. I double click on the section, go to View tab. I change the showing to define, showing view, and this in the wireframe. This is our crop. You can extend it. Your view. This is our duct. If you select this, middle, elevation 9 foot. If I use the dimension tool from the level 1 to the axis of the duct, exactly 9 foot from here. From the bottom of the duct and from the top of the duct is 9 foot 2 inches. If I select the duct, I must see these numbers, yes. So it is important to mention this when you're drawing. So it is important to know that where is your start line, start dimension. Remove it. Okay, I return to level 1, duct. I select it. So, and I use the lock. What is this? you can lock the file, so the elevation is deactivated. Apply. What is this? It is very common tool. For example, you suppose to raise the duct to up direction. I'm going to activate the 3D view like this. Okay, this is better. I'm trying to draw a duct exactly like this. I want to raise the duct upward. I change the elevation 20. I'm use smaller value 15. I select the next point. This is why I can't see the duct, because the view which I used, I can just see it in the 3D view. How can I solve this? I use modify from the properties window, edit, and I change the top value to estimately 10 foot upside of level 2. Now I can see this. When you move the mouse, maybe your spaces will select it, and or zones, and you can hide your spaces and zones. Go to view visibility and model category, structure farming. I change this. I try to find the spaces and uncheck the spaces, and there's another options, HVAC zones, and I check this too. Now they will not annoy you. From the system, Duct, okay. I want to continue drawing duct. Now I want to go downward. I used 9 for the value of middle elevation. One click. Now you can see the direction has changed. Now I want to move it upward, and I don't want to continue. So you must just use the amount you want and use apply, and the drawing is finished. This is impossible to continue, or otherwise you can just click on that and continue your drawing. So I try to unuse this. Sometimes you want to continue drawing your duct. Right click on the end of the duct. Now you can continue your drawing. And sometimes you can select the duct, and there is a create similar or CS as a shortcut. If you select duct, create similar, exactly like when you go to system tabs and use Duct. So there is a shortcut for doing this. Modify. I select Duct and use create similar. My elevation is 9. I change it to 12 or 15. 12, sorry. And I change the width to 16, like this. I'm trying to draw a duct on the duct. Okay, modify. The duct which is under the other duct, you can see that as dotted lines. I use the shift and scroll with mouse. You can see them in two views. And if you want to remove the ducts, you can hold the left click, or if your ducts are connected to each other, use click and use tab and one click and use delete button. The duct will removed.